Hey guys, what's going on? NJ Chris here. Thanks again for joining me. All right, I just wanted to show you guys my boat, how I set it up, what I do in order to rig it, some modifications I've made to it. This is a 16-foot G3. Believe it or not, I actually bought it new from G3 themselves. I think it was like $2,500 with the trailer. So it was a pretty good price for an all welded boat, no rivets at all. So there's nothing to leak on it. So I'm just going to take you for a little tour. Now, I have it outfitted in the front with a Minn Kota Edge 55. And believe it or not, I don't know if it's just me, but I broke the propeller off of the Edge 55 in like 30 feet of water. I don't know how. It just started like thumping really loud, and when I was trolling for like lake stripers one day, and don't know what happened to it. But I don't know if it's Minn Kota's fault. I don't know if I hit it, but I don't know. I've only had the motor like 6 months now, and I just can't believe that it's happened already. There's a lot of other things too that I really don't like about this motor. I mean, the paint's chipping already. It's I don't know. I feel like the Minn Kota's had such a high rep that I shouldn't be having all these problems. Other than that, I mean, it's a powerful motor. It's a pretty good motor for what it is. So I just got a cheap anchor winch on the front. I'm gonna eventually replace this with an electric anchor winch. I just haven't gotten the time to it yet. I got two seats. Got one in the back by the motor and one in the front here. I'm sorry that it's dark. It's I have it under this tarp so it doesn't get anything. It's got a little mushroom anchor. And I kind of should have cleaned the boat out before doing the video. I got just everything in here, but I mean, the boat's set up for two people. I bought these Eagle Claw hooks that I put on, and or not hooks, pole holders, and you know, you can put them in all different directions. So I got one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. So that's six pole holders. When I run the planer boards on the boat, I normally only end up using 4 planer boards, and then I run the 2 poles straight off the back for shallow water stuff, for when we're trolling. So it works out, and I could have 6 poles out off of a 16-foot boat. That's not bad. The engine on the back, it's just a little 3 horsepower Yamaha. I have a 9.9 in the shed as well, but I'll be honest with you, I like this little 3 horse better. I don't have to worry about it. I only paid $150 for it off of Craigslist, and this motor I think is like a 95 or something like that, and it kicks. I mean, it's strong. The guy put a 5 horsepower carb in it, so it's a beautiful motor. It's so light. It's like 25 pounds. Beautiful little motor for this boat. And so I keep this on it most of the time, and the 9.9 goes unused. I'm eventually probably just going to sell it because I never need that type of power. We're mostly just like trolling around the lake anyway with the little front motor. So I'm never, you know, unless we go to like a really big reservoir, and I fish mostly small lakes, I never need that much power. So as you can see right here, I keep 2 extra batteries in the back, and then 1 battery right there, and that's kind of hard to see up front. That's the battery that powers all my electronics. So I keep, normally when I travel, I keep the seat down just so it doesn't go anywhere, and then I keep the poles just in the boat. I don't really have a rhyme or reason to what I do with them. The tackle boxes, there's these, like, see these like cut grooves right in here? This is where I keep all my tackle, and I'll go over all of my tackle another time, because that could be a video in itself. But just to show you what I do use, this box right here is all mid-range crankbaits. Then I have 10-foot diving crankbaits. I have all my terminal tackle and jigs, jerk baits, shallow diving crankbaits, 0 to 3 feet. So all my crankbaits are pretty much on one side, and then on the other side I have a box of random stuff right there. That's my dad's box. He oh no, I'm sorry, that's That's my top water box. So my top water, my floats, and my Senkos. Box of spinner baits, and that's be honest with you, I don't know what oh, that's all jigs and stuff as well. So that's it. I mean, I keep it pretty simple. I don't need all the bells and whistles. I do have a fish finder mount. I forgot to mention that. Fish finder mount I mount up here, and this is a kind of a homemade mount just because I didn't feel like spending all the money. So fish finder mounts there. All the wires go down to the side, hook onto the battery, which is right here. This is what I do for the fish finder. Now, I put the transducer on this little pole that I pulled out of the garbage, and boom, it goes like that. It's out of the water now. Need to tighten these a little bit. Hold on one second. But I definitely need to tighten that. And then, so when I want the transducer to go down, I push it down. When I want it to go up, I pull it up. It's pretty simple. Yeah, I mean, other than that, that's my boat. Let's see, I really don't keep that much, you know, normally if I go out, I'll fill that thing up with gas once, and that's all I really need. I mean, it has an internal tank. I'll show you right here. You see there's a thing to the top. Hold on. See, that's the tank that it has. I probably get about 45 minutes of use on the tank, and it probably only takes us 5 or 10 minutes to get to our spot, so don't really need much more than that. I don't keep it on because it just ends up staying in the boat. But these little Yamaha motors, I mentioned it before in this video, and I want to say it again. If you do have a boat and you are looking to get a cheap motor, look around for one of these Yamahas off of Craigslist. Look around, even your local dealers for used motors, they might have one. They're easy to work on. This is a 2-stroke, not a 4-stroke. So you do have to mix it gas, mix the gas with the oil. But they're easy to work on. They're incredibly efficient, I could get probably 4 hours of use on 1 gallon of gas on this thing. It's incredible. And this motor is just, all in all, it's the best motor I've ever owned. And I've had a 3-horse Johnson. I've had oh god, that motor was a nightmare. I've had a smaller Mercury motor, and the Mercury motor I have now is a 9.9, but this one just takes the cake. Everything about it is good. Now, like I said, I put a new prop on this when I got it, so I actually built half of this motor myself, which is why it was only $100 and something. You see the whole lower unit I had to replace. It's a different color than the rest of the motor, but it was pretty cheap. It was pretty easy to build. These things are really easy to work on, and they're great motors. I'm not gonna bore you anymore with it. Let's see, I think that's everything. Yeah, I mean, I think I probably have $4 grand in this boat, and everything's, motors the front motor was brand new, all the batteries I bought new, the boat I bought new just so that it doesn't leak, and so that, I can make sure that, there was no problems with the title and everything. The only thing I really bought used was the engine. And believe it or not, it's been the most bulletproof thing on this boat so far. My front trolling motor's busted. I've had problems with the batteries charging. It seems like everything I bought new, something's gone wrong with. So that's it. I'm gonna have more videos, hopefully, of me getting out fishing. It's mid-fall now, so really trying to get out as much as I possibly can, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching my videos. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, leave them in the box below, and once again, thank you. Take care.